Away from 10.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
And joining us for this week in Groove Guide, it is the editor of Groove Guide, Sam Wicks. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. How's the week been over there at Groove Guide headquarters?
It's been good, man. It's been busy, but we're getting there. It's funny because you get an issue in your hand and your head is in next week's deadline, without a doubt, you know. So whether it's telling people what's in it or just recalling what the hell it has happened the week before, your mind goes straight on to the next load of stories, you know, just rolling deadlines.
And this week's cover, you're going to have to explain to me, because I know nothing about it. Doom.
Doom. This is a man formerly known as MF Doom. This guy has 21 years in hip-hop music. He's got a long history. Was he part of a crew? Yeah, he was part of a crew called KMD. They were a Long Island, New York group in the early 90s, and he rapped under the name Zev Love X. And his brother was actually killed in a car accident, and he went deep underground after that. He even sort of had a stint of homelessness, and you know, has a pretty rugged backstory, to be honest. And he returned using the name and the mask of Dr. Doom, a Marvel Comics character.
Oh, because I was thinking he looked a little bit like Judge Dredd-ish.
He actually that's the second mask. That one that you see him wearing there is riffing on the one that Russell Crowe wore in Gladiator.
Yeah.
But he's got a really interesting backstory. He's one of the best, I reckon, in terms of just weird, abstract lyricists. He can spin stories you've never heard before. And I got Tom Scott from Homebrew to interview Doom for a very entertaining interview.
Oh, cool.
So this is Tom's first cover story, and it's illuminating. You know, for folks that don't know Doom, you'll know about his shtick after this one. And if you do know Doom's music, then Tom's a funny writer. This
would be a total treat. Is he kind of both? Is it input from both writer and from interviewee as well? Really?
Yeah, I'd say so. I reckon Tom throws himself into it. You know, it's his articles for Groove Guide are as funny sometimes as his raps for Homebrew. You know, he's a goodie.
And so is Doom got a new album out, or is he?
Doom's actually coming. It's his first trip to New Zealand. He's coming down here for 2 shows next week. So. Yeah, we got him on the line and talked to him about his rap aliases, you know, because he uses all these superhero characters as roles to step into. He's got multiple aliases.
Cool. Something I've been meaning to ask, actually, because I haven't heard it myself, is the new Radiohead album. What do you make of it?
I still haven't downloaded it.
No.
And to be honest, I'm pretty keen to see what they do with the physical copy, because apparently it's vinyl discs, it's CDs, some kind of newspaper-style packaging. So apart from the singles, I haven't downloaded it yet.
Are they doing the same thing as the last album, the In Rainbows?
It sounds even more elaborate from what I can tell.
But with the marketing of it, is it the same? You pay whatever you want?
No, this one they've actually just stated the cost of download.
I wonder why. Because
they can call it. I think it was Radiohead just shaking shit up, to be honest, with the pay what you want system.
Yeah, and it worked apparently.
It's Radiohead, you know. Yeah. I mean, the challenge there is that Radiohead established their name courtesy of an old school system. So, you know, all that infrastructure was in place to make them this huge band. Outside the fact that they make amazing records, but
what do you think is that the way forward? Do you think is to for some bands, this may not work for everyone, but to sell merchandise and you get the music with it?
I think that's a great idea. It was actually Thomas Oliver Band who are in this week's issue that did a. It was like I'm pretty sure it was them anyway. They did a T-shirt. You bought a T-shirt and the barcode, you scanned it, and that was your ticket. I think it's a really cool idea. And there's a lot of great New Zealand groups where sometimes I wish more love went into the merchandise. You know, I want to buy tea towels. I want to buy good-looking T-shirts. I want to, you know, if the fit's right, maybe Rosie Tin Tea Caddy, I buy a kettle or something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a great way to make money. And if you love an artist, you want a little slice of them, even if it's not buying a physical copy of their album. So more love for merch, I reckon. It's an earner.
That is perhaps a good business model way forward. What about this guy, Justin Townes Earle?
Justin Townes Earle, a country man with a troubled past, just like his old man, Steve Earle. He's returning down here. He was in the country last year supporting Wilco at the Civic Theatre. It was a great show. He's a raconteur, that man. So as well as being a really engaging performer, he's got good stories between songs as well. But he's returning here. And we got Don Letts in there this week, another WOMAD story. Don Letts, the original reggae DJ from London who had a close relationship with the punk community as well. He's coming down here to spin records, and he's promising a real sort of backstory of UK bass culture in his DJ set, which he'll perform in Taranaki this weekend. Now,
have Groove Guide had much to say about the failure of the Grassroots gig that was coming up?
Well, you know, we reported on it. There was a press release that came out that I guess lay not the blame, but associated it directly with what happened in Christchurch, and that went down badly.
Really badly.
Really badly. There was an interesting blog that was put up on thecorner.co.nz, a local music blog, and there were so many reactions that came through. I think the promoters felt sort of that they were being beat on, and other people just thought that really the press release was pitched the wrong way. It should have, I guess, maybe come out and just said ticket sales sucked rather than even mentioning Christchurch.
Yeah.
But it's a tricky one because, you know, no doubt the events in Christchurch impacted a lot of businesses, including promoters, you know, so I can see why it's part of the equation, but maybe it's just not one to even mention.
One could say definitely, you know, the day after the earthquake, ticket sales would have gone down because everyone was glued to their TV, and buying tickets was the last thing that on people's mind. But longer term, up towards the gig, it's pretty hard to say that, you know, that it wasn't going well because of the earthquake.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch.
But just as a music fan, man, I've got to make new plans for Easter now. I was really looking forward to that one.
But B.B. King is still putting on a gig?
B.B. King is playing the Civic Theatre, so that's a great one. He hasn't been down here since 1989, and the Civic Theatre is going to be awesome for that one. But I actually went out to the grass. They did a launch out at the venue for Grassroots. It was beautiful. You know, it was going to be a real grown-ups music festival with a kick-ass lineup. You know, so as much as anything, I was just bummed that I won't be heading out there for Easter weekend. You know, but they're saying it's returning next year. Coming next year. So I'll be there for that one. You know.
Okay. Anything else to look forward to this week?
Do you know, I'm not catching it because I'm going to see MGMT tomorrow night. But Tourette's, local poet Tourette's, is back in town for 1 week. He's based in Melbourne right now.
Yeah.
And he's playing Golden Dawn tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So if folks are kicking around the Ponsonby area in Auckland tomorrow night, that's my pick because that man tells a good story and no doubt has some new stories up his sleeve after a stint in Melbourne, you know. So that's my local pick of the week.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go out on some Thomas Oliver because they are featured in the Groove Guide this week. Go get it. It's got Doom on the front. We're going to play Thomas Oliver's track called Going Home. Thanks very much, Sam Wicks.
Thank you.
Stumble home instead. I've been around this whole town, and I don't wanna be here now. Yeah, I wanna leave it, 'cause I spent all my money on setting my head on the ground. The lights are gone and the streets are filled with shame, and she don't even know his name. She don't wanna know his name. She's a kind-hearted treat it like shit just the same. Done. So I'm going home. I'm going home to my bed. I'm gonna lay down my weary head. I'm gonna lay down my head. There ain't nothing left to drink around here. I think I'll stumble home instead.
Smoke-free rock